What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys an underused restricted Pokemon. We got ourselves Life Orb Reshiram for ranked Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Reshiram, like I already mentioned, this Pokemon is definitely underused, but honestly, it's still a great restricted Pokemon that can output a lot of damage and has a great move pool. Reshiram over here with a Turbo Blaze ability, holding that Life Orb as its item to maximize its damage. On top of that, it's got the Fairy Terror type with Blue Flare, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, and Protect, so we can kind of deal with a lot of different Pokemon such as Calyrexes, Rhydons, Koraidons. Like I said, its move pool is phenomenal, so I really do like this Pokemon. Plus, its stats are great. It's bulky, it can hit hard, it can pretty much do it all. Other restricted Pokemon on today's team going to be Ice Rider, Calyrex. It can pop Trick Room, do its Glacial Lance, and kind of just go from there with the Clear Amulet. And then our final four Pokemon are all pretty meta Pokemon. We got Wellspring Ogerpon with Amoonguss, Incineroar, and Annihilate. Ogerpon over here, half support, half not support. Hornleech, Ivy Cudgel, Follow Me, Spiky Shield. Amoonguss, obviously one of the best support Pokemon, especially within Trick Room. Spore, Rage Powder, Pollen Puff, and Protect. Incineroar doing Incineroar things with Will-O-Wisp, Knock Off, Party Shot, and Fake Out. And then Annihilate, on the other hand, with the Choice Scarf, it can coach up, it can Final Gambit, or it can just deal big time damage with Close Combat or Shadow Claw. Guys, when run team for yourself, rental code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Life Orb Reshiram in ranked Regulation I. Match number 1 coming at you guys, going up against a Shadow Rider, Calyrex, and Zamazenta team. One of the best restricted combos in the game at the moment. On top of that, they got Rillaboom, they're rocking out with Brute Bonnet, they got Tornadus, and last but not least, they do have Urshifu. So they could end up just taunting me here if I want to go for Trick Room, which is kind of what I want to do here, right? My team is kind of slower, but Reshiram's kind of fast. But I mean, it seems to me that they kind of want to just go for a potential like Tailwind setup. So I could honestly just go into Annihilate with you, and then I could either just coach up with coaching, or I can go into Final Gambit, take out, and then go for Trick Room. That is an option. That is an option. I'm kind of liking that. We'll bring Reshiram in back end, and then last but not least, we go Incineroar or Wellspring Ogerpon, or even Amoonguss. No, I'm going to go Incineroar here. Need something to deal with that Calyrex, man. Calyrex is just so strong. It really is. It's just an insanely strong Pokemon. So, going to be bringing in Incineroar here, trying to get after it, looking for a victory here to get this video started. We'll see how we do. We'll see, because they're straight up leading the restricted Pokemon. Alright. I see you, I understand. Final Gambit. I could just Final Gambit down this Zamazenta, which would be pretty decent for me. Yeah, it would probably be better than coaching up and then popping Trick Room at the same time with a Terra. I would think that would be my best bet, right? He could protect Zamazenta or go for... No, he could protect Zamazenta, but at that point I get off Trick Room, so... I'm just going to go into the Final Gambit. I'm going to send it in that slot. I'm going to Thrash Slice into Fire. And I'm popping that Trick Room. I'm popping that Trick Room. Zamazenta, please do not protect. We got fingers crossed for it. Hopefully he just wants to rip a Body Press or something. I don't know. We're Thrash Slicing though. Not dealing with an Astral Barrage. Let's see what you got here. He Y-Guards. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Y-Guards are allowed. It's totally allowed. So there's that. Final Gambit launching. Zamazenta dead. Cool. Annihilate dead. I'll take it all day. Fine by me. Bye-bye to you. Alright. Astral Barrage most likely flying here. Is that a correct statement? Yep. With this Terror type, we soak pretty easily. I wouldn't say easily. About half damage. A little bit more than half. Okay, that's fine. And I get off the lovely Trick Room. Trick Room out and about. Cool. So Calyrex obviously going to be one of the fastest Pokemon in the format. So any of my Pokemon will outspeed. I could save Reshiram for the back end, which is probably my best bet, right? Yeah, because who are they going to throw out here? Maybe Rillaboom? Maybe Rillaboom. But we'll go into you. We'll Intimidate here as well. Let's see. So Incineroar going to pop out here. We'll have Reshiram in the back end. And is this going to be Rillaboom? Tornadus. Okay. So instead of faking out, we're just going to go for Glacial Lance and Knock Off here. Seems like it's got to be our play. And we'll probably most likely see a Terror type launch from Calyrex, if I had to guess. Maybe I should have just went into Flare Blitz. I should have just went into Flare Blitz. Actually, I don't even have Flare Blitz on this Incineroar. So, Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. What do we got? Will-O-Wisp, Parting Shot, Fake Out, and Knock Off. Knockoffs are only attacking move. So, I'm cool with this. They're thinking what they could possibly do here with this Trick Room out and about. Our Calyrex rather lower HP, but they got a speedy team on their hands. Rain Dance is going to pop here. That's actually a cool call. That's a good call. He thinks I'm going for Flare Blitz, but I'm not. I'm just going for Knockoff here. Bringing you down to Focus Action. We're going to win this game, no problem. We don't even need Reshiram. We don't even need Reshiram, because here comes the double KO. I like the Rain Dance call, though. I respect it. They needed a big-time read. They needed a play to actually have a shot at winning this game, and they just went for it. So, GG's. They got one more Pokemon left, but double KO with Calyrex. What do we have? 3 turns left in Trick Room. This thing's +2 with Incineroar next to it. Thanks for playing. I respect it. I respect the Rain Dance call. He went for the read. I like it. Urshifu pops out here. I'm surprised he didn't Terrasilize, right? That's what I'm really surprised at. No Terra. Maybe he didn't have a good Terra type, but it is what it is. Just go for Will-O-Wisp here and just high horsepower with that, and he's gonna Terrasilize right here, right now. This is what he wanted the Terra for. This might just be what the Rain Dance is for. Water Terra, Surging Strikes. Again, respect. Is he going for Aqua Jet? He might be going for Aqua Jet here. I don't think we can soak up this Aqua Jet. It's kind of scaring me. Yeah, yo, Aqua Jet doing a ton of damage. Will-O-Wisp, can you just land? We need you landing here. Just give me a nice little burn onto this Pokemon. It's not Focus Sash. It might be Choice Band. If it's not Focus Sash, it probably is Choice. It's probably Choice, but Will-O-Wisp is going to land, which is beautiful news. A little bit of burn action here. We love a little bit of burn action. And now I get to bring out the Reshiram, who I said we probably weren't going to bring out, but you know what? It's here. It is here. So Aqua Jet going to do a ton of damage into Incineroar. I don't know. I don't think it's going to KO him. But we'll just go for a knockoff here with that burn now. And I'm just going to go for Draco Meteor. Send it. Send some damage. Oh, he's going for Surging Strikes now. Knockoff chipping up a little bit of damage. It was Mystic Water, and he's going to go for Surging Strikes. That's got to be into Incineroar, because I don't think it's KO in Reshiram. Yeah, no, it's not KO in Reshiram. Cool. Cool. So Reshiram's able to soak this up. As long as this Draco Meteor lands, we win this game. Cool. I was going to say, I have a feeling we were missing this Draco Meteor, but Reshiram's got my back. This video is about Reshiram, so he knew to land this one. GG's to our opponent. We're sitting 1-0. Match number 2 time coming at you guys, going up against a range squad, or a kind of a range squad, right? They got Kyogre, so I consider any team with Kyogre a range squad. They also have Flutter Mane. They're rocking out with Smeargle, Amoonguss, Calyrex, and Incineroar. So their team is definitely thriving out in Trick Room, right? They got a few slower Pokemon. I honestly like my Amoonguss here. I think it's a great Pokemon, and I like my Wellspring Ogerpon. For the lead, though, we could just go into, like, Calyrex and Amoonguss, or we could just go, like, Wellspring Ogerpon and Calyrex. I think Calyrex is an absolute must lead. What would I rather lead here? They could lead Incineroar, which I would not like, which kind of make me want to just go into Amoonguss here, which I am going to do. So Amoonguss going to pop out here, and then we'll have Reshiram and Wellspring Ogerpon in the back end. Yeah, I'm with it. Your boy's sitting 1-0. We got a nice little hot start going. Looking to go 2-0. Would be nice to win our first 2 matches for today's video. Just go back-to-back victories. Guarantee yourselves that winning record. Be a beautiful sight. But they end up leading Calyrex alongside with Smeargle. Not bad, but they can Spore me. Only issue here. Best bet might just be to like protect Calyrex and just Spore their Calyrex. Yeah, let's play. Let's play. A little bit of Water Terror here. They're not going to Spore my Amoonguss. They could fake it out. But I doubt they're Sporing this turn. They're just going to Terrasilize their Calyrex, actually. Grab a Terra. And a straight Fairy. Not bad, but I'm kind of curious to as why, right? Why the Fairy Terra? I don't know. But I'm Terrasilizing my Amoonguss just so Glacial Lance doesn't absolutely body it. And then this Calyrex gets out of hand. Went straight water. Getting a little bulky action here. I think we have Rocky Helmet too. And we're just protecting our Horsey. Put a little shield around the horsey. So protect up, fake out gonna launch. They fake out the Mungus. Kind of sad news. Rocky Helmet is gonna take off Focus Sash if he has it. And we'll see a Glacial Lance pop, which is fine. Alright, cool. So I'm hoping a Glacial Lance from my Calyrex can actually KO their Smeargle. That would be very nice. I really want to go for Trick Room. This thing, of course, gets a speed boost, so he's gonna put my Calyrex to sleep. Or he might even put my Mungus to sleep. He might even put my Mungus to sleep. I could Rage Powder here. Actually, he's Grass type, isn't he? No, he's just normal. I could Rage Powder him. But screw it. I'm gonna go for Spore. Yeah. He just puts my Mungus to sleep. Okay, that's fine. So Mungus, night-night. Glacial Lance flies. My Calyrex is faster. Unless he's going for Trick Room here. I'm able to pick up KO with Smeargle. That's great news. So Smeargle gone. I have my Calyrex, which is outspeeding their Calyrex. Unless Trick Room's popping. Let's see. Curious to see this. I know he's just ripping Glacial Lance. That's fine. That's fine. I'm able to soak really well. Amoonguss I could swap out and go in with Regenerator. It can soak up another Glacial Lance, which is good. But it is slumped this turn. Yeah, I could easily just hard swap into... Depends on who they go into. If they go into Kyogre here, we're going to hard swap into Wellspring Ogerpon. But if not, I think we'll just stay. Could still go into Wellspring here. I could still go into Wellspring here. I think they fake out Calyrex. We're going to stay in here for another turn. I don't have to swap. Because again, I don't think this Glacial Lance KOs us. I do not think this Glacial Lance KOs us. I'm going to Palm Puff. I'm pretty sure Palm Puff works through Protect. +1 on Calyrex. So they see the Calyrex as a threat, don't they? They definitely see the Calyrex as a huge threat. I'm hoping I can just wake up here. We're going to see the fake out pop in that slot. Nice little Protect on us. Amoonguss. I said you could soak up a Glacial Lance, and I'm almost certain you can. So I'm really hoping you can soak this up and just wake up here. I knew you could soak it. My dog. What a dog. Amoonguss still asleep, though. Tough news for us. At this point, I think the Incineroar is faster than the Calyrex. So what I could do is just Rage Powder out here. And just high horsepower across the board. If I can wake up. There we go, cool. I was going to say, we should wake up here. Or we had a fat chance of waking up, considering that was our third turn of sleep. There's a knockoff. That's exactly what we want, the Rage Powder. Good call on my end, just to Rage Powder up. Rocky Helmet chips up a little bit. I'm +1 on the attack board, so I'm hoping this high horsepower can just destroy this Incineroar. And as long as they don't pop Trick Room, we're sitting in a relatively decent position. High horsepower flies. Bye-bye to you. And what are you going for? Another Glacial Lance? I would believe so. Chillinade boost it. Yeah, another Glacial Lance flies, which we soak really well too. Awesome. Alright, They don't have Terra. I think Kyogre's going to be their final Pokemon. So if I go into Ogerpon here, I'll have that Water Absorb. Plus Ivy Cudgel could just do a ton of damage. A ridiculous amount of damage. And their Calyrex isn't boosted. So I could end up just like protecting Calyrex and just attacking. But out comes Kyogre. They don't have Terra. What's my play here? I could protect. Or I could just go into a Glacial Lance. Which I'm thinking of just going Glacial Lance here. And ripping a Horn Leech. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I was going to protect Calyrex, but I think just applying the pressure right here is definitely our play. Horn Leech going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. And he's going to go for Water Spout, which is going to do about -5. -5. Does no damage here. He's going to go for... Actually, we outspeed Glacial Lance. Going to pick up the KO into Kyogre. Calyrex taking a huge amount of damage. And we're taking match number 2, no problem. No problem. Your boy killing it today. We didn't even set up Trick Room. We just had Amoonguss get after it, and then Calyrex just, you know, chilly nade boost. And kind of go from there and then bring out Wellspring Ogerpon at the perfect time to deal with this Kyogre. And we'll win this game. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming out. We're guaranteed ourselves a winning record right here, which is nice. I always love starting off 2-0 because then the third and final match is just like, it's relaxing for me. It's chill. I don't have to worry about getting a winning record, but they just turn off their console. Lovely. Rage quit match number 2. We're sitting 2-0. Final match is here. Reshiram time. The last 2 matches, couldn't really pull out Reshiram. It was kind of like a weird matchup for it, but this matchup, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to end up leading it here. So Reshiram could come out here for a lead. They do have Shadow Rider Calyrex, which could be rather annoying, but Reshiram's pretty bulky on that special defensive side. 141 with 181 HP. Solid. Very solid. Very, very solid. I could lead the Annihilate just a final gambit something, right? Something's better than nothing considering it outspeeds everything here. And I'm thinking of just doing that. You can't fake it out here as well. I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go into both of them. We'll bring Calyrex in the back end with Amoonguss or no, it's Incineroar. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? It's Incineroar here all day. They got 2 grass type Pokemon. Don't want to deal with that. I feel like Amoonguss is definitely, it's still amazing, but it's definitely not as good as it was in previous formats just because of like Electric Train from Miraidon. It's kind of taken over, so it's kind of tough to use Amoonguss here. But nonetheless, still an amazing broken Pokemon. We can still final gambit this Calyrex, I believe, which would be really nice. I'm thinking of just going for, I'll probably just protect here, play it safe, because I'm almost positive we can final gambit a ghost type. I'm almost positive. I'm going to be very upset if we can't, but I'm almost positive we can. I was just going to go for a blue flare, but just in case final gambit doesn't work, we're going to protect our Reshiram. But they're going to Terrasilize here. A little Terror type. Can it just be Calyrex? Can we just make life easy for me? No, it's going to be Rillaboom. Straight water? Straight water. Straight water Rillaboom. If he doesn't want to take a blue flare, it's okay. I'm just protecting here. And he's just protecting. Hold up. Wait a minute. This could be a problem. Can you just fake out the Reshiram? Can you just fake out the Reshiram and make life easy for me? Make life easy for me. Oh no. Oh no, this could be rough for us. Can you U-turn into Reshiram? Can you do something like that? Okay, that works. That works. I just didn't want him attacking my my Annihilate, because now we pose that threat. And from here, honestly, who could I maybe swap into? Because I think they're gonna swap here. I think they're just gonna sacrifice somebody, so I might send a blue flare into the Calyrex slot with a Terra here. That's exactly what I'm gonna do here. And I'm just gonna final gambit this Rillaboom. Good call. Good call. Great call from me, depending on who they go into. Ogerpon, this is fine. This is a fine call for us. This is a beautiful call for us. This is a great call for us. We do go Fairy Terra. I mean, we didn't have to Terrasilize, but it was more of a precautionary option just in case they didn't swap the Calyrex. I want to go into this. But this works fine. Grassy Glide launches. Might not work fine because he went for the Grassy Glide play. Final game we're going to launch. Not going to KO the Rillaboom, but still do nice damage. From here, though, I can just go straight into... do I go into Calyrex Pop Trick Room? Maybe. I might rather just protect Calyrex. Or I could just go into Incineroar here. Incineroar's a great goal. Just double Intimidate on 2 physical attackers. Get that out of the way. And honestly, just blue flare you, right? And just go for a knockoff in this slot. Instead of going for fake out. Just follow me, that's fine. That's fine, because blue flare is just going to KO the Ogerpon. He probably wants to go for a Wood Hammer, which I do not like. He is -1 on attack, though. Which is good news, but Wood Hammer just does a ridiculous amount of damage. Lose a little bit of HP. Reshiram's hitting like a truck, though. He goes for high horsepower here. -1. Incineroar soaks decently well. And knockoff flies. Pick it up to KO. Okay, cool. Cool. Lovely. So the final 2 Pokemon are going to pop out here, and this is where things get really bad for us. really bad because it's gonna be Zamazenta, it's gonna be Calyrex, and I don't know how I should play this one, because he's gonna body press my Incineroar. He's also gonna go for a Astral Barrage, I would believe. We need Blue Flare to KO Zamazenta in one shot. That's kind of what I need. Man, I hate this game. We would need Blue Flare to KO in one shot. I don't know if it can. I mean, its special attack's pretty high, isn't it? Let me see. Let me take a peek at your special attack here, Reshiram. You got the Life Orb. 197. It's going to be stab. It's going to be super effective. It's going to do a ton of damage. I just don't think it's enough damage, though. Hard swapping into Calyrex is definitely a no-go here. Our best bet is to just stay on the field and just go for a knockoff. Let's see. Let's see. Ends up just protecting Calyrex. Hold up. This could be a relatively decent turn. He goes for the body press. We knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. And I'm able to Blue Flare launch. And I am able to one-shot. Reshiram, I love you. That is some damage. That is some damage. That is some nice damage. Alright, real question here. Reshiram, we know Reshiram can soak up an Astral Barrage. Calyrex, on the other hand. Really what it comes down to. Because I'm definitely going to go for Trick Room here. Do I go for Trick Room or do I just Glacial Lance attack? I'm going to go for Trick Room, play it safe, just in case Blue Flare misses. Blue Flare does so much damage. There's the Barrage. Calyrex, can you soak this, please, and thank you? Perfect. Beautiful. It's Life Orb, too. Blue Flare flies. I haven't missed a Blue Flare all day, and it's just KOing left and right. This move's broken. Base 130. 85 accuracy. When it hits, it hits. Reshiram special attacks high with that Life Orb. GG's, we one-tap so many Pokemon here in the third and final match. We got 3-0 for today's video. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Reshiram going crazy in that third and final match, giving us that 3-0 perfect record. This Pokemon hits like a truck. Blue Flare goes crazy as long as you're landing them. 85 accuracy, but base 130? Come on, man. That's too easy. Life Orb going crazy. We had Calyrex, we had Amoonguss, we had Ogerpon, Incineroar, and Annihilate. I think we used every single Pokemon today, which was really good for us. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.